gentlemen. Today I am here to present to you a business plan for which the idea was conceived a year back. I now foresee that it's the right time to turn the idea into reality. The inception of Desert Express was generated from the hardships one of my friends, Ajay, faced traveling daily to work from Sharjah to Dubai. Thus, my mission statement is scripted to suit the idea I am implementing to resolve one of the many problems the common man faces in today's world. Ajay and me were batchmates in 1989 in school. We moved out in life but kept contacts over emails and then through social media. I was very happy to learn that he found a job in UAE. He has been residing with his family in Sharjah after they shifted from Mumbai in Jan 2014. His wife found a teacher's job in a school very close to his residence. Also, his son was studying in the same school. Thus, Ajay was happy for them since they did not have to travel much to reach their destinations. Ajay, on the other hand, was working for a bank in Dubai and used to travel 4 to 5 hours daily through and fro from work. He would leave his residence at 5:30 in the morning, walk 10 to 15 minutes to the nearest bus station, take an RTA bus, then get off to the nearest metro station, travel by metro to Dubai, get off, again take a bus to reach his office. Thus, he would change 3 modes of transport to get to his workplace. His energy level would drop midway into the day. During summers, it was worse. He had received warning letters for reporting late to work, and also on a couple of occasions was caught dozing during working hours. Ajay's salary was not enough for him to enjoy the luxuries of buying a car, or even shifting his residence to Dubai. I came across his plight when one Sunday evening I offered to pick him from the office and drop him to his residence, since I was traveling in the same direction. He was delighted to reach home in 1 hour. His normal routine would take not less than 2 hours. While getting off, he thanked me, saying that he would get an extra hour to spend with his family, and how he wished I could drop him every day. His words kept ringing in my mind for the entire night. The next day I discussed this issue with my off-mates, and then I realized that this was not Ajay's problem alone. There were several other people who are facing similar hardships in getting to their workplace. The idea of Desert Express was then conceived, and I started working in the direction of a solution for addressing one of the basic problems a common man faces, that is transportation to office on time. The idea of transportation for a common man was very simple, but the execution and keeping the customer satisfied was a major criteria to achieve. To start with, I decided to conduct a survey of the residential areas in and around Sharjah. I personally traveled by the RTA bus for various destinations and made a report of the time taken and also the hardship faced. Then I drove through traffic during peak hours to check alternate fastest routes to get to the required destination. After 2 months of this exercise, I generating a lot of data. I decided that the idea was worth a try. Also, I would not resign from my current job, considering that the business would take at least a year to start making profits. The plan was to start with a fleet of 10 minivans with a 14-seater capacity. I approached a couple of banks for a 700,000 loan based on my current financials. I also submitted a neatly chalked out business plan. The bank was ready to issue the loan at 8% interest for a 5-year repayment period. Skilled drivers were available in UAE itself, so one ad in the local newspaper was enough to get me CVs for choosing the best drivers. A small office with basic office equipment was sufficient to start operations. All inquiries for visa, accommodation and parking place for vehicles were made. The target customer would initially be regular office goers. Thus, we would advertise through the local newspapers, handouts to be distributed in residential areas, and also through the social media, family and friends. A financial business plan with an initial purchase of 10 vans was made to check feasibility of the project, and projected calculations showed a profit of around 23,000 dirhams per month. Competition was definitely a major factor for me to keep going in this business. So keeping this in mind, I decided to keep the transport fees 7% less than the competitors. Also, we plan to add some additional features to our package like comfortable seats inside the van, a GPA tracking system for each van, a SMS reminder system for reminding the customer 10 minutes before a pickup or a drop, flexible payment plans that would be a quarterly, a yearly, or a half yearly plan. Also, for expanding in the future, we had options to introduce the service into other Emirates, expand services to corporate offices, introduce a rental service for labor force oriented businesses throughout UAE. This is all I want to put forth in my presentation. Thank you.